Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee. Isn't it odd how some people are always in trouble no matter how hard they try to please? I'm one of them. Last week I suddenly remembered I was on duty and just got to the studio in time to announce Saturday Night Theatre. As I got to the last name in the very long cast list, I remembered it was Sunday. But the government have problem children as well, which is why there is a top-level meeting going on at the moment at the Admiralty.
Well, that settles it then.
Settles what, Admiral?
If you lot are going to hog the sugar, I'll bring me own in future.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. Perhaps you'd care for a bicky as well.
Who the blazes is this moron anyway, Povey?
I keep telling you, sir, he's from the government.
Oh, is he? Well, what's happened to that chap from the government? Should have been here hours ago.
But I was, sir, and I've been here all the time.
Oh, that's different. In that case, we'll start without you. What's next on the agenda, Povey?
It's the rather delicate matter which Mr. Whittaker Smythe here wishes to discuss, sir. It concerns the future of Sir Willoughby Todhunter-Brown and his wife.
Oh, Lord, what have they been up to now?
Well, sir, you may remember that his reign as the governor of Pataniland culminated in a demand for home rule.
Yes, but surely we took Sir Willoughby out to Fisker Island recently as the new governor of that.
Oh, quite. They lasted a fortnight there.
Good heavens, well, where are they now?
Well, they were in a tiny little Welsh village, but after 3 days, all the shop windows were boarded up and the local mayor was calling himself Marshal Dillon.
Dillon, eh? I say, any relation to Chunky Dillon? Odd sort of chap he was. Met him at Jutland, you know.
No, sir, I hardly think...
Wonderful career. Sank 4 battleships that day, Chunky did. All ours.
Now then, Mr. Whittaker Smythe, where are Sir Willoughby Todhunter-Brown and his wife now?
Well, we got them out of Wales by train in a special coach, which we had shoved into one of the sidings at Crewe. We've just got to find somewhere else they can go. What we need is a small, remote island that will put up with anything.
The chances of finding a place like that are about 1 in a million.
That's the chap, Chunky Dillon. I had a wonderful time at the Battle of Saint-Nazaire.
Did he really?
Yes, he was at Monte Carlo. The point is, where can we send the Todhunter-Browns so they won't start something? Well, got it. I remember that island the Troutbridge lot used to be on? Why don't we send them there?
Well, he has got it. Well, if the people on that island would stand for the crew of Troutbridge all those years, they'd stand for anything.
And where is it?
About 6 miles off Portsmouth. It took me years to get Troutbridge back from there.
Oh, well, that's settled then. Troutbridge can take them there. Good man, Povey.
You can't send Troutbridge back there. I'll never get them off the island again.
Oh,
please, sir,
do shut up, Povey. For goodness sake, pass the sugar. You and your pal Chunky Dillon have been hogging it all morning.
Johnson! Johnson! Johnson, where are you? Help, Johnson, I'm alone. Pertwee's been abandoned. That's her. Oh, beautiful, that's her. Don't you ever sneak up on me like that again. You know what a right disreputable state my nerves are in? Don't you ever leave my side, Johnson.
Sorry, Chief.
Are there guards posted at the gangway?
Yes, Chief. Ginger's there.
Anyone watching the dockyard?
Yeah, Taffy Goldstein's down there.
Whew. And that's that. Well, all we can do now, Johnson, is wait. Wait and who? We're up against a mastermind, Johnson.
I'm not up against anything. You're up against your Uncle Ebenezer. Why don't you just say sorry pardon to him? Then we can stop all his Sexton Holmes stuff.
Look, sorry pardons won't work on Nunkey this time, Johnson. Not when you've done to Nunkey what I done to Nunkey.
Well, it's your own fault, isn't it?
No, it's not. How was I to know our morality would move all that coal in number 5 dock away after I'd sold it to Nunkey?
I suppose them old tar blocks you sent him instead didn't burn, eh?
Oh, yes, they did. They burnt all right. Only they sort of smoked a bit.
Smoked?
Yeah, he shoved them on the boiler of his tug and suddenly found himself sailing in a thick, evil, ponging fog.
He should have opened the window and got some more fresh air, shouldn't he?
He did, and all he got was more fresh fog. Yeah, you know, after 3 days firing rockets desperately and tooting his hooter, you know what he did?
No.
He run aground on Clacton Beach and a local fire brigade spent 2 days putting him out. So you see, Johnson, sorry pardons won't do. No. Apart from everything else, the bottom of his boiler looks like a well-ruled room. And all his mates keep calling him Sooty. Watch it! Sooty strikes again. Take cover, Johnson.
Chief, what's going on in there?
Tell me. It's not Nunkey. It's number 1. All right, Johnson, go on. Open it up.
Righto.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Where to, Dartmoor?
I didn't know we got that number of bolts and chains on board.
No, we hadn't, Mr. Phillips, sir. He whipped them off every warehouse, office and store for miles. Sorry, pardon.
Well, Chief, I don't know what you've been up to, but I imagine you'll be somewhat chuffed to know that we're putting to sea tonight.
Putting to sea? Oh, the relief. Pertwee lives to fight another day.
Pertwee always does. It's fascinating.
Well, where are we going this time, sir?
Somewhere that'll bring the sparkle back to the Chief's eyes, Johnson. We're going back to the island.
The island? The island? You mean our old island, sir? We're actually being sent back to the island?
That's right.
In that case, sir, when's Captain Povey's funeral?
Funeral? It's Captain Povey who's sending us.
Stone me, we've got him at last. He's gone out of his tiny naval mind.
No, not yet, Chief. I gather he didn't have much choice.
Now, before you start filling in hundreds of stores indents, Chief, we're only visiting the island. We're not stopping there.
Well, I knew it was too good to last.
Yes, it's a shame.
Would it be nice to stop for a while?
I suppose that's out of the question, sir.
Yes, out of the question.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Would it be nice to stop for a while?
Yeah, still, that's out of the question.
Yes, sir. Out of the question.
Shame.
Would it be nice?
You mean if we could have stopped for a while?
Yes. Still, I suppose that's out of the question.
Oh, out of the question.
Shame?
Shame.
Shame.
All right, then. How are we going to fiddle it?
We're not. Understood?
Oh, yes, sir.
Completely, sir.
Still, it's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But it's out of the question.
Yeah, it's out of the question.
Oh, don't start that again. This is just going to be a short trip over to the island and back again, that's all.
Quite serious.
And stop grinning, I mean it. We have a very delicate mission on our hands.
Yes, we've got to take Sir Willoughby Todd Brown Brunter. Sir Hunter Todd Brown Willoughby. No.
Shall I say it, or would you like another go?
You carry on, sir. I know when I'm beaten.
We have to get Sir Tiddleby Hodbud, but...
15 all, sir, your service.
We have to get Sir Willoughby Todhunter Brown and his wife out of the country at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning with the utmost secrecy.
Why? Don't they know they're going?
Of course they do. We don't want anyone else to know.
You know, it's odd, isn't it? They're such a nice couple, but somehow, wherever they go, they seem to drop monumental clangers.
Well, let's face it, Mr. Phillips, we know someone else like that, don't we?
Do we, sir? Now, who would that...
Now then, Chief, see the ship's made ready at once, will you? We shall be sailing at 0300 hours tomorrow.
Always provided Leslie is up.
Oh, I'm sure you will be, sir. We're going to the island, sir.
And coming back, Chief.
I'll try and remember, sir.
Do. Come on, Mr. Phillips.
Johnson.
That's me.
Johnson, get Uncle Ebenezer on the blower.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. If we're going to see my son, it shouldn't be too difficult for us to see that Nunkey collects a little salvage money. And that'll wipe out the slight misunderstanding all over Nunkey's personal fog. Get him on the phone, quick.
Oh, it's freezing, sir.
It really isn't 3 o'clock in the morning, Mr. Phillips.
I think it's the heavy dew, sir.
I'm going to look terrible later, you see. A chap needs his sleep, you know.
Well, what time did you go to bed last night, then?
6:30.
Oh, what a shame, sir. You missed the archers.
Number one, where are you?
You watch it, here's old Thunderguts. We're in here, sir.
Shh. Didn't I tell you secrecy was essential? Sorry, sir.
Quite, sir. What's happened to Sir Willoughby Todd... Hunter Brown?
Good grief, man, can't you keep quiet? How many times do I have to tell you that this mission depends upon the utmost secrecy?
Oh, a couple more times will do, sir.
Bragging again.
Oh, do come on, Amelia.
Stop rushing me, Willie. I don't want to slop any of my luggage.
Well, you put corks in it, haven't you?
Well, of course I have, but a 35 bob of bottle, one can't be too careful.
Welcome aboard, sir. And, my lady.
We've been in a puff-puff for days and days and days.
The nights that were the worst, you know. All that confounded shunting bashed us about all over the sidings, did it?
Shunting?
Yes, all night long. Chuff, 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 chuff. Pink, pink, pinkety, pink, pink. Then us, bonk. I was thinking of calling myself Todd Shunter Brown.
If we hadn't been in the middle of an incredibly well-stocked buffet car, we should have gone binkety-binkety-binkety-bing bonkers.
Mr. Phillips, I'm on my knees. This time, please try to get out of the dockyard without too much noise.
Don't you worry, sir. I've got it all worked out. We shall steal away into the night, and nobody will even know we've gone.
Wonderful. Marvelous. That's just what I want.
Now, for Pete's sake, try and do it!
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye.
Well, I'll get ashore. Now, for the last time, please remember this departure is secret. Absolutely top secret.
I shan't say a word.
Come along, Mr. Phillips. Let's get this water bus out of the garage.
Aye, aye, sir. Chief,
Sir,
let go aft.
Johnson, tell him to let go of.
Right.
Let go after this, Chief.
Let go after this, sir.
Oh, well done. I told you, absolute secrecy. Let go forward, Chief.
Let go for it, Johnson.
Right, Chief. Let go forward.
Let go for it, Chief.
Let go forward, it is, Chief.
Good lad, you're losing tons. Let go for it, it is, sir.
Oh, splendid. Splendid, splendid. Let go amidships.
Oh, no.
Let go amidships, Johnson.
Oh, that'll be me lot. Let go amid... What? We weren't tied up amidships,
Well, of course we're a top. What are you talking about?
Don't be ridiculous. We must have been, otherwise we'd be adrift now. And if we were adrift...
Mind your head!
Mr. Phillips.
Full ahead, both.
Full head, both, yes, sir.
Mind that. Oh, no. Left hand down a bit.
Left hand down a bit. Everybody down!
Stop! Look out, you fools! There's a...
Oh, sorry, pardon. Right hand up a bit.
Right a minute.
You're waking up the whole county, you stupid... No, look out! There's a destroyer on your roof! Mr. Phillips, where the blazes are we?
Oh, I can tell you that, sir. We're lost.
Yes, I thought so.
Well, it's hardly my fault, is it, sir? I mean, we haven't been over to the island for such a long time.
Point is, where are we now?
Well, as near as I can tell you, sir. We're aground.
Well done, Mr. Phillips, sir. Put it there, sir. The jackpot. You're a good lad, sir. Now then, I wonder how we're going to get off this little lot.
I don't know, really. Pretty tricky.
What's that?
What's what, sir?
That! I suppose it wouldn't by any chance be...
well. Well, fancy that, so... My word, aren't we the lucky ones?
Oh, incredibly lucky. I hope we haven't kept Nunky waiting.
No, sir, we're bang on time. I told him... Oh, no, it's a pure blind coincidence.
Bridge number 1 here.
Lieutenant Bates, electrical officer here, sir. I've been making rather a close study of my gear, and as near as I can tell you, land ho!
Land ho? Where?
Underneath!
Thanks very much. We had noticed.
What's your Nunky? We're friends again, aren't we?
I'm thinking about it. We haven't fixed the price for pulling you off this little lot yet.
Oh, well, I think I can safely say you can name your own price.
Oh, no, we can't, Chief. In fact, I doubt if we're going to need Nunky's services at all.
Not need him? but we must, sir. I mean, I wouldn't be responsibly sensible for the consequences if he's come on a fool's errand in a wild goose chase.
Hard luck. You see, it's low tide, so in an hour or so we should float off on our own quite happily. Say ta-ta to Nunky for us, will you?
He'll go berserk.
Oh, don't you worry, Chief. I'll tell him. Good morning, Mr. Tugman. Nothing today, thank you. Ah!
What on earth? Get on down, sir. Get down. Mind you, he's chucking his tool at us again.
I'll get you lot for this.
Uncle Pertwee, allow me to... Ow! Will you stop the... Ooh! Now look here. Ow!
I'll teach you lot to bring me out here for nothing.
Now what's he up to?
He's getting steam up, sir. No! Reverse engines, you old fool!
Damn it, he's going to ram us.
Stop! Switch off! All right, everybody down.
Bridge number 1 here.
Engine room, Abel Seaman Johnson here, sir. I think a mermaid just knocked at the side door and wants to come in there.
No, that was Nunky's tug ramming us, Johnson.
Oh, well, whatever it was, it's made a right mess of things down here.
Now, what's happened?
Well, it's wrapped our floggle toggle around the grommet, sir.
Oh, how nasty.
Well, can you repair it?
Well, I can patch it up, sir, but it'll only just about get us to the island.
Oh, good. We'll have to indent for a new set of floggle toggles and a pair of hum grummets when we get there.
Right.
You know, sir, it's jolly nice to be back on the old island like this.
Oh, first class. Just how much longer we can hang on here, I don't know. We've been here a month now.
You know, the last signal from old Thundergut suggested that if we still couldn't get back in Troutbridge, we should return in the other frigate.
What other frigate?
Well, sir, the one we must be building with all the spare parts he's been screwing over.
Yes, it's a thought. Wonder what's happening to all those spare parts.
I'm not sure, sir. Pertwee takes delivery of them every day, sir. And that's sort of the last we ever see of them.
Hello, that's the jetty guard warning. Uh-oh, something's up. We better get down to the jetty double quick.
Oh, I don't suppose there's anything, sir. Probably just another load of spares turning up.
Probably. We better go down and find out.
Well, Ginger, what's all the panic about?
The pumping launch approaching, sir.
Oh, that's all right. It'll be full of spare parts.
Well, it's got one spare part too many in it, sir. Luke.
Lummy, so it has. Old Thunderguts is in it.
Now, I wonder who indented for him.
Number 1. Just what sort of an idiot do you think I am?
Well, I don't think I've ever classified you. I mean, how nice of you to call.
Oh, look here. I'm giving you until 6 o'clock this evening to get back to Portsmouth.
Oh, that may be a little tricky, you know, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not sure we have all the spare parts we need yet.
Are you mad? You've practically emptied every naval store in the country. When you indented for everything else, you then said you couldn't sail until you had 2 new 4-inch guns.
Now, well, I can explain that, sir. Naturally, we must fire a salute to Sir Willoughby Todhunter Brown when we leave.
Oh, rather, sir. I mean, it just wouldn't be the same if we stuck a sailor up the sharp end and got him to sharp bang.
Oh, great. Now, you get Troutbridge back to Portsmouth by 6 tonight, or I'll court-martial the lot of you.
Oh, well, in that case, sir, I rather feel we may be able to sail this afternoon. See you in Pompey, sir.
I shall be waiting.
Oh, how kind.
Well, we're jolly sorry to see you chaps go.
Yes, I'm afraid it's time we shoved off.
Yes, well, soon as to me, because I don't want to be late at the brewery. I've graciously agreed to test a barrel or 2 for them.
Well, we should be firing a salute, of course, sir.
Oh, Law, must you?
Just courtesy, sir.
We'll try and make sure you're pointing out to sea this time, old chap.
Oh, yes, of course, sir.
Last time you fired one straight through a chap's little wickerwork seat.
You also cracked my luncheon. There was glass everywhere.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Right, on to the bridge, Mr. Phillips.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye.
Right, Chief, all set to go?
If you insist, sir. Yeah.
Good man. Incidentally, I've been meaning to ask you just what has happened to all the spare parts we've had sent over.
Oh, well, if you must know, sir, I came to a little arrangement with a certain relative of mine who runs the garage on the island, sir.
Lummy. I wonder whose bubble car is going to end up with a couple of 4-inch guns on it.
Yeah, no, I forgot to mention, sir, he also has a scrap metal business on the side.
Oh, how very convenient.
Oh, well, let go aft, let go forward, Chief.
Let go on, let go forward, sir.
Slow ahead both in first gear.
Slow ahead, both. Hey?
Left hand down a bit.
All right, sir.
Stand by to fire a salute.
All right, sir.
Oh, yes, I'd almost forgotten. Fire one, Chief.
Mr. Phillips, sir.
Don't argue, Chief. Fire one.
Fire one it is, sir. Well done, Mr. Phillips, sir. Bullseye. Smack bang through the brewery.
Lummy, it must have bounced off the roof.
Don't be ridiculous. Someone's firing at us.
But they can't be, sir. I mean, who could be? Abandon ship!
Good heavens, they're coming from round the Foreland.
Stone me, it's Nunkey. Look at him, sir. Look, he's a floating arsenal. He must have bought all our spare parts from the garage.
Good gracious, yes, including the 2 4-inch guns.
I told you I'd win in the end. Stand and deliver, or I fire the big ones.
Don't do it, you silly old bargee. They're very dangerous to fire, them gunsies. The recoil will take them back slap through your boiler. You'll blow yourself up, Monkey.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't. Hands up.
Not likely. Anyway, you wouldn't dare fire it.
Oh, yes, I would. Fire one, Auntie.
Blimey! He's blasted himself clean out of the water.
No, Chief. Not out of it. Into it.
You rotten lot of twisters. Where's me tub gone? It's vanished.
Don't worry. It'll be coming down again in a minute. Mind your heads. Here comes Auntie. Ha! Keep swimming, Nunkey. It's only 6 miles to Portsmouth. Breathe in, breathe out like it's in out, in out, in out. Ooh, a lovely bit of freestyle there. Next year, Nunkey, give it a tally and back in record time.
That was Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Leslie Phillips was the sub-lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number 1, John Pertwee was the chief petty officer. Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Nunkey was Tenny Levens, Able Seaman Johnson was Ronnie Barker, Lady Todhunter Brown was Heather Chasen, and Mr. Whittaker Smythe was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips. High-level conferences are always a worry to those awaiting the results, like the ones between your bus driver and conductor outside the garage. Will they carry on, or shall we all have to get on the one that never is, right behind? But at Admiralty, there's a NATO exercise meeting on right now, and it's Captain Povey who awaits the results of that one.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I don't like it at all.
So I'd noticed, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been sitting here, twisting your cap round and round so much, that one of the orderlies asked me if you were Sterling Moss.
Did you get his rank and number?
I don't think Mr. Moss is in the Navy.
Wren Chasen, I wish you would take this matter more seriously.
There is a NATO exercise conference going on in there, and I am here to represent Portsmouth Command, and you are here as my secretary.
Aye, aye, sir.
You are not here as comic relief.
No, sir. You're the one with the funny hat.
Yes.
Excuse me, Captain Povey, sir. I'd like to see you now, sir.
What? Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Who exactly is in there?
The flaming lot, sir. There's the C&C American Naval Forces, Admiral Clark Mandevich, one of our Sea Lords, Sir Frederick Light Owl Boom, the Admiral,
Oh,
and...
never mind. That's plenty to be going on with. Lead the way.
Well, shall I come with you, sir?
Certainly.
This way, sir, in here. Captain Povey, sir.
What? Oh, there you are, Povey. Yeah, just a minute, you've shrunk. You used to be taller than this.
I'm not Captain Povey, sir. I'm his secretary.
Oh, I see. My word, that's a relief. I wondered what Povey was doing in a Wren's uniform. Well, where is he then?
I'm over here, sir.
Eh? Oh, good man. I say, you've changed your uniform, Povey. This isn't a fancy dress party, you know.
But I didn't.
This is a serious conference, and you're not supposed to be the comic relief.
I know, sir. You're the one that wears the funny...
Nasty cough, sir.
Now, hang on. I'd like you to meet the Sea Lord, old, what's his name?
It's charmed. And may I say that never in my entire... have I ever seen such united... combined together to promote the assured future of a long and well-earned...
And this is the American C&C chap, Clark Mandolin.
Mandovich.
Oh, how do you do, sir?
Great, but who's the doll with you?
One that shouts mama good and loud.
Be quiet.
Oh, do shut up, all of you, and let a chap get a word in. Povey, we need your help. Look, NATO are holding an exercise around Mount Rumpus Atoll, and we're using ships from the fleets of all the countries who paid their subscriptions to shell it.
I see, sir.
Now, what we're looking for now is a target ship we can tie up there as well. Now, is there any ship in Portsmouth Command that's utterly useless to us? Some old frigate we can blow up and sink.
Oh, with all due respect, sir, the British Navy doesn't have that kind of... Well, now I come to think of it. Utterly useless, you said, sir? Oh, it must be. There's always HMS Troutbridge.
Oh, no, that's no good. Tell you what, how about Troutbridge? Why don't we blow her up, eh?
Blow her up? Well, really, I've never heard of such a thing. Of all the inhuman, callous acts, how you can sit there and suggest the cold-blooded murder of all those gallant men for some silly old exercise. Have you no compassion at all? I know they may not be very bright, but there's no reason to go blowing them up all over the place. They've got as much right to lead their lives as any murderers.
Wren Chasen, before we blow a ship up, we take the crew off.
I don't care. You can't just go... Oh. Oh, I do feel a ninny.
So I should think.
Well, that's settled then. We blow up Troutbridge. Now let's get the details of this exercise settled. You and your secretary will be at NATO HQ on the mainland, 50 miles south of Mount Rumpus Atoll.
Certainly, sir.
The Pataniland frigate, the Popperdom, will be taking part as well, of course.
Oh, I didn't know Pataniland was a member of NATO, sir.
Well, didn't you? Well, of course they are. They joined by accident, mind you. Here, they thought it was a free gift scheme.
Unfair! Unfair! It's a dirty great fiddle, that's what it is. We've been debased, disgraced and defiled. Oh, the humiliation. Oh, the shame.
Oh, do leave off. We're all in the same boat, you know.
Yes, and we're soon going to be blown out of it. Oh, Thunderguts, he's probably kicking himself that he never thought of this before. There must be something we can do to avoid losing poor old Troutbridge.
Well, this is a fine time to get affectionate about her, Mr. Phillips. You've bashed the living daylights out of her for years.
Well, that's the point, sir. We're old friends. I know every little dent, patch, and warped plate.
Well, I'm afraid this is the end of the line. Once we join the exercise, she's had it.
Yes, sir. Once we join it. That's it! That's it! Caps off, lads! We've got a genius aboard.
What are you talking about?
Well, sir, why join the exercise at all, sir? With Mr. Phillips's navigation, it's a stone-cold bunker, sir. We'll never be anywhere near it.
I resent that. I'll have you know that I got a prize at Dartmouth.
Whatever for?
Well, Navy Day egg and spoon race, actually.
First prize, Mr. Phillips, sir?
Rather. No one else entered.
No, Chief, I think you may have got the solution. Although there'll be a shocking row afterwards.
Ah, who cares about afterwards, sir? We'll have saved old Troutbridge. After all, we've been in the muck before, haven't we?
Very rarely been anything else. Still, sailing out to a remote place like Mount Rumpus Atoll...
Ah, very remote, sir.
I doubt if we could be blamed if we missed it.
Oh, no, sir. No blame at all, sir.
Oh, a slight error in our navigational equipment, perhaps?
Slight error like Mr. Phillips, for instance.
Well, that, of course. But a faulty direction finder or a dud echo sounder, we should never find the place, should we?
Never in a million years.
Pity. But hardly our fault.
Oh, no, not our fault at all, sir.
Honestly, I don't know what you chaps are worried about. I know the way perfectly.
No, you don't, sir. No, you don't, sir. You don't know the way at all, sir. No, you don't. You haven't the flaming foggiest ideas.
Oh, yes, I have.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, yes, I have.
Oh, no, you haven't.
I can insist. Pertwee, I have. The matron and I went on a cruise round there. You can't miss it.
Isn't it marvellous, eh?
Mr. Phillips, we don't want you to find the way there.
Now, don't you be ridiculous, sir. It's my job to... I see. You want me to fiddle the navigation so that we miss the exercise.
Well, not exactly. If you just use your usual methods, that ought to do it.
Well, it seems a shame, though, sir. You don't know what you're missing. You know... You know, there was a chap who runs a humgrumpet farm out there. And he and the mater once had a
very likely, sir, very likely. But if we go there this time, he's going to have an humgrumpet farm full of frigate fragments.
Ooh, nasty.
Yeah, exactly, sir. So let's not go this time, though, sir.
Certainly not. Now, you leave it to me, Chief.
Well, we'd better all turn in now if we're to make this early start. We sail at 0700 hours.
Oh, bother. That means we shall have to leave before the papers come.
Why, were you looking forward to doing the Times crossword single-handed, Mr. Phillips?
No, it's not that at all, sir. Tomorrow's the day they deliver his comic.
Why the siren out here, Mr. Phillips? What are you hoping for? A mating call?
Well, not exactly, sir. I hung my hat on the switch.
Put the blasted thing on again.
Well, it's a bit tricky, sir. You see, ever since I had my last haircut, it comes down too far and I can't see a thing.
When we haven't the faintest idea where we are, I hardly think that matters.
Oh, well, I'm not complaining, sir. But we're nowhere near the exercise. We're getting bags of sunshine. We've got full rations and only a skeleton crew. I reckon Mr. Phillips has done us proud, sir.
Yes, you certainly lost us beautifully, Mr. Phillips.
Yes, well, that's the trouble, sir. You see, I wasn't really trying to. I mean, missing the exercise is one thing, but I don't even know what ocean we're in.
This is something new?
Oh, come on, fair, sir. He can generally pinpoint our position. Give or take a couple of 100 miles.
Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir. And if anyone's interested, it's flaming hot out here. I feel like a bit of beef in my Aunt Gwyneth's oven with the gas turned up too high.
Look, Goldstein,
Always doing that, she was. Soon as you poured the gravy on, everything went shh. And everyone vanished in a cloud of steam.
Goldstein, did you get through just to discuss your aunt's culinary discrepancies?
Come out here and say that. She's a good woman, my Aunt Gwyneth.
No, all I said...
Her only trouble is she can't cook for toffee. She tried cooking that once, I remember. Proper disaster it was.
Goldstein.
We all had to sit on the floor with a spoon and chip it off the inside of the oven. My old dad broke 3 teeth on a big bit before he realised it was a burner.
Goldstein, what do you want?
Well, apart from a bit of shade, I thought you might like to know we're passing an island.
An island? How far away is it?
Well, I never was one for figures, you know, sir. Cousin Di's the one for the sums. He works in a bank, you know. Leastwise, he used to until he had more money than the bank.
Oh, Cousin Di is the one for the sums, all right. But, Goldstein, how far off is the island?
Well, sir, at a rough guess, and as near as I can tell you... We're on it.
Good heaven. All right, abandon ship, this way to the boats. Follow the blue light, gents, please. Stand well back, please. We must save Pertwee.
Will you stop that, Chief?
Lummy, what was that?
An island backed into us, Mr. Phillips.
Well, they should have hooted.
Well, so now that we've sort of dropped in, why don't we pop ashore and ask them where we are?
So this is where you're hiding then, old fruit, is it?
Lummy, it's Lieutenant Commander Staunton.
Who did it? That's what I want to know.
Did what, sir?
Fouled up my fishing, of course. There I was down at the blunt end trying to catch the big fella. Then all of a sudden, bang! I caught a palm tree.
Well, sir...
Wait, it'll take a monkey to get up there and untangle me line, you know. I've asked 2 of the little fellas already. They don't want to know. Jolly serious having your fishing line stuck up a palm tree, you know. They cost money.
Oh, quite, sir. But if anyone saw yours, they might think fishing lines grew on trees.
Oh, yeah. He's worse than the monkeys, you know.
Sorry, sir. Let's go ashore and find out just where we are.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's omnibus, that's what it is. It's a desert island with not a soul about. Not even Roy Plumberly in his gramophone.
Yeah, it does seem a bit odd, doesn't it?
Must be someone living here. There are all these strange little cottages.
Yes, and even they're an odd shape. More like blockhouses.
Sir, excuse me, sir. I've just had a look in one of those houses, sir. There's nothing in it but a lot of clocks and dials. What ticks?
Curiouser and curiouser. And we'll get Lieutenant Bates to investigate.
Oh, do we have to, sir? I mean, with due respect, sir, I reckon what he knows about electricals can be written on a bit of fuse wire.
Nonsense. Lieutenant Bates?
I'm over here!
Well, do you think you could come over here?
Righty-ho, sir! Well, what seems to be the jolly old trouble, chaps?
Well, the chief's discovered some odd clocks and dials in these houses. I thought you might like to investigate them.
Well, to be perfectly frank, I'd rather not.
Very right and proper too, sir. Don't dabble with the unknowns.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've been trying to get my portable radio going, actually.
I say, what a jolly good idea. We might be able to get the Navy Lark on the overseas program.
Navy Lark? What a strange man you are, Mr. Phillips.
Yes, sir. No accounting for some people's tastes, is there?
No, I suppose not.
I don't know what's the matter with you lot. I like the Navy Lark.
Really?
Oh, yes. You know, that chap who plays the silly ass sub-lieutenant is jolly funny. Jolly funny.
Oh, him. Very poor.
Oh, yes, sir. Very poor.
He's certainly... Last week, they were on a NATO exercise, and he ran them aground on this remote island, you see. And, well, what they didn't know was that this was going to be the same deserted island that was going to be shelled by all the other ships in the... I don't think I feel very well.
Switch that radio of yours on quick, Mr. Bates.
Sir,
certainly, sir.
Does he have to, sir? I'd rather not know the end of the plot.
I don't want the Navy Lark, you idiot. I want a news bulletin. Go hurry up, Mr. Bates.
Well, it is just a bit tricky. This set is only knocked up from a few spare parts, you know.
What, didn't know you made it, sir?
I didn't. The manufacturers did. Ah, here we are.
And that was the Billy Cotton Band Show. And now, here is a quick roundup of the news. The NATO fleet exercise is now in full swing. Ships of the various nations are converging on the completely deserted Mount Rumpus Atoll prior to shelling it. So far, everything has gone according to plan, except for a missing British frigate. The Potaniland frigate, the Poppadom, which was due to take the British crew off their own ship before she was blown up, have been unable to establish contact. Will any person who has seen the British frigate kindly telephone Whitehall 1?
You had to find it, sir, didn't you? Of all the hundreds of perishing islands in the world, you had to land us on this one. Any minute now, it'll be an hotbed of high explodables.
Now, stop jumping to conclusions, Chief. This may not be Mount Rumpus Atoll. Atoll. Atoll.
Out!
Thank you, Chief. Well, I thought it got me.
Not Atoll. Atoll. Thank you, sir. Pleasure, sir.
Honestly, I don't know what all this panic is about. I mean, it can't be Mount Rumpus because, for one thing, the planes from the aircraft carrier are supposed to fly over and bomb the place first.
Yes, that's true. They should have been here, but... What was that?
What was what, sir?
Some droning noise.
Well, I can't hear any droning noise, sir, apart from those planes up there heading in this...
Everybody down! Stop the exercise! Pertwee's underneath it!
Who did that? Who did it? Come on. Which of you bounders did it? Look at me. I'm soaked.
Lummy, what happened to you, sir?
The lot, old socks. There was I up at that confounded palm tree trying to get me line down. Then all of a sudden, bang! I'm sitting in the sea with monkeys all round me. All applauding like mad they were.
Well, perhaps they wanted to see you do it again.
Oh, not likely, old boots. I landed right on my grummet. I always carry a tin full for bait, you know.
What was that?
Well, don't look at me, sir.
No, sir. It's another frigate, sir, out in the bay. Look.
How odd. They must be lost, too.
They're not, you know. It's the Potaniland frigate. It's the Poppadom. Quick, let's get aboard again and ask them for a tow.
Hello, sir. I wondered where you'd got to. I suppose you've been having your tropical shorts shortened.
No, I have not. I like them like this.
Oh well.
Yes, well, anyway, I've been over to the NATO Exercise Communications Office. I'll never live this down. I know I won't.
Live what down, sir? Those shorts.
Yeah. No. Well, I just had to suggest Troutbridge as a target ship, didn't I? Oh, fool. I should have known they wouldn't even been able to get themselves blown up without making a mess of it.
Well, I gather they've hit the jackpot.
Oh, they have indeed. The idiots beached themselves on Mount Rumpus Atoll. The planes from the aircraft carrier spotted them just when they went into their attack. They only just avoided bombing the fools.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
That is also a matter of opinion. Now I've had to send Poppadom to the island to tow those addle-brained nincompoops off before the shelling starts.
But they're not going to shell the... Sir, where are they being towed to?
Well, I'm having them towed to this point here on the map. And then... Why have you stuck this flag in at that point?
You're not going to like this one tiny little bit, sir.
Oh, never mind about that. What is this flag here for?
Well, sir, while you were out, the CNC of the exercise telephoned and he said something had gone wrong. And as Troutbridge is still being manned, he's changed the target area for the shelling.
What?
That flag is the new target area.
Oh, no, he can't. Well, that's where Popham and Troutbridge are steaming right now. Well, they've got to be stopped.
I'll get through to the communications.
Oh, that's no good. Those morons will never be listening to the right network. I'm going out there in the destroyer Makepeace, and I'll sort this out once and for all.
Mr. Phillips, do stop hanging your hat on that wretched switch.
Oh, sorry, pardon, sir.
Look, every time you blast off our siren, sir, those Batani landers in Popham toot back at us, sir. They'll run out of juice soon, and then we'll have to tow them.
Well, we couldn't be worse at it than they are.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, why don't we use our own engines, sir?
Because the signal stated that Captain Povey wasn't taking any chances on our getting lost again, Chief. We're to be towed.
Still, we can't complain, can we, sir? I mean, we're jolly lucky to escape from the island like that.
Yeah, I'll say. My knees haven't stopped doing the ookie-kookie yet, sir.
I mean, according to my watch, if we'd still been on that island, they'd have started shelling just about now.
Yes. Good thing we're well away from it all.
Lummy, who threw that? I mean, what a rotten shot. We're miles from the island.
Oi, oi! Here comes another one! Everybody down!
Good heavens, they must think we're off the ship. They're definitely shelling us.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Man the boats! Stop pooping off at Pertwee!
What on earth? We stopped.
But of course we have, sir. I mean, we're bound to. The poppadoms cut the towing hawser.
Oh, yes, sir. Here! Stop, Poppadom! Here! Come back, you cowardly custards! All right, mind your heads.
Say, they didn't half go, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, sir. And why don't we?
Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir. And I just wanted to say that if there's one more shell, there won't be a starboard lookout here, sir. I'm going below.
Stay where you are, Goldstein. Can you see where the shells are coming from?
Well, there's a destroyer coming up on us fast, sir.
Yep, good gracious, so there is. He must be coming in for the kill.
Well, I wouldn't know about that, but if he lets off so much as a pea shooter, I'm off.
Hello, Goldstein. Hello. Bridge.
Ta-ta, Bach.
Oh, look, sir. Oh, for Pete's sake, do something, sir. Do something, even if it's only to shoot back at them.
Yeah, good idea. At least they'll realize we're still manned. Mr. Phillips, bang one off near that destroyer.
Aye, sir. But I don't think they're the ones who fired at us.
Who
sir.
cares? Slap one near them before they do.
Aye, sir. Fire one, Chief.
Fire what it is, sir.
No, hold it. They're tooting at us.
Too late. A bullseye, sir! You've stopped them dead in their tracks.
Mr. Phillips, I said near them, not on them. Full ahead, both, Chief. Let's get over to them and see what's happened.
Full ahead, both of you, sir.
You know, you must admit it was a jolly good shot. I'm pretty proud of Leslie.
Well, we're not. Wait until we find out what navy that destroyer belongs to.
Number one, I'll court-martial you for this. I think it's one of ours.
Oh, lummy, it's old Thunderguts. And I've blown his trousers off right up to his knees.
Those are his shorts, idiot. Oh. Ahoy there, sir. Sorry, pardon.
I'll give you sorry pardon. That shell went slap through our floggle-toggle gear. We can't move. You're going straight back to Portsmouth, and I'm going to break the lot of you.
Aye, aye, sir. Slow us down, left hand down a bit, Chief.
Hey? But aren't you going to argue with him, sir? I mean, he'll do the lot of us.
Patience, Chief. Slow us down, both.
Slow us down, both of you, sir.
Oh, and left hand down a bit, Chief.
And left hand down a bit, it is, sir.
Yes, any minute now, I imagine.
Imagine what, sir?
No,
Number one! Stop! That, Mr. Phillips. Number one, where are you going? Come back, come back!
See you at Portsmouth, sir.
No, wait, we can't move, and this is the target area.
So we gathered. Goodbye, sir.
Oh, lovely, lovely, number one, sir. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I can see it all now, sir.
Well, that's funny. I can't.
Stop, you hear? For pity's sake, number one, stop!
Sorry, sir, we're due in Portsmouth to be court-martialed.
No, we must have a tow. We'll get blown to bits.
Sorry, sir, we can't hear you.
I know what you're up to. You want to blackmail me into forgetting the court-martial. Well, I'm not going to fall for it, you hear?
Oh, now I get it.
Oh, congrats, Mr. Phillips, sir. I think one more shell ought to do it, Mr. Murray.
I surrender! For pity's sake, give me a tow!
Oh, well done, sir. Game, set, and match.
No court-martial, sir.
No court-martial. Now, for crying out loud, get us out of here, please.
Shall we oblige, sir?
We shall oblige, Mr. Phillips. Take them in tow, Chief.
Aye, aye, sir.
Take them in tow before the next...
That was Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips working their passage in The Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Stephen Murray was the number one, John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Heather was Heather Chasen, Lieutenant Bates was Michael Bates, Able Seaman Goldstein was Teniel Evans, and Lieutenant Commander Staunton was played by Ronnie Barker. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, for the 50th time we present The Navy Lark with our three stars, John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips and Stephen Murray. Yes, this is the 50th show, and my name is Robin Boyle. I mention these two things because after 50 weeks of being the Charlie who does this bit, Mrs. Boyle and I reckon someone ought to get more money. Well, some people in this outfit have got plenty, like our number one, for instance. He's even going out to buy his own boat from a mooring on the River Churn right now.
You know, sir, I can't wait to see this houseboat you've bought.
See it you may, Mr. Phillips. Navigate it you may not.
Spoil sport. I'm a jolly good housegate navvy boater. Gate boat house navvy. Navigoat. Well, where is it, sir?
Well, she's moored among this lot here somewhere.
Which one is it, sir?
Well, how should I know? I haven't seen her myself yet. All I know is she's a converted naval landing barge called More Floating Repos.
What made you buy a houseboat anyway, sir?
Well, I thought I could spend my off-duty time aboard her. And then when we're away at sea, I could let it.
Let it what, sir?
There are moments, Mr. Phillips, when I have absolutely no time for you at all.
But all I said was let it... Oh. Oh, I see. Flog it as a floating flat for a weekly flea, you mean? I mean, float it with foggy feet. No.
Let it?
Let it what, sir?
Mr. Phillips!
Sorry, pardon me.
No, hold it. This is it, the red one.
Huh?
More Floating Repos. Now, let's see if Mr. and Mrs. Grantham are aboard.
Who are they, sir?
Well, the people I bought her from, of course. Ahoy there! Anyone about? Mr. Grantham?
Charlie, there's a couple of gentlemen in flat hats calling from the tow path.
All right, dear. I'm just going.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. This way. The meter's down here.
Meter?
Yes. You are from the electricity board, aren't you?
Well, hardly, sir. We're from the Royal Navy. I'm Lieutenant Murray, the one who's bought the boat from you.
Oh, my dear chap, I do apologise. I'd completely forgotten.
Who is it, Charlie?
Lieutenant Murray from the Electricity Board, dear. This way, gentlemen. Mind the gangplank. It's on the other side!
Quick, Mr. Phillips, give me a hand to get him out.
Yeah, up you come, sir. Up, you're all right. Steady, up you come. Up, you're all right. I've got you.
Yes. Oh, yes, I'm all right. This happens all the time, you know. Saves us a fortune in laundry bills. Well, come aboard.
Ransom, you've done it again. You know how your suit shrank last time. You looked like a Morris dancer when you dried out.
I'm sorry, dear. Well, gentlemen, when were you thinking of moving in?
Well, it's more a question of moving out, actually. You see, I'm heading a tow down to Portsmouth. She will float, I presume.
Well, I can swim like a fish, but I'm blowed if I'm going to be towed all the way to Portsmouth.
He means the boat, silly. You do, don't you?
Oh, of course, sir. I was hoping to have her picked up by a tug tomorrow night.
Charlie, come away from that stove. You're steaming.
What? Oh, so I am. I thought there was a mist coming up.
Well, sir, would tomorrow night be all right?
Oh, certainly, any time.
Well, in that case, we better be getting back to Pompey to arrange for the tow. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
After you, Mr. Phillips.
Thank you.
Look, stop tooting your hooter, Nunkey. You'll use up all the coal Johnson's shoved on your boiler before we start.
I was only trying it out to see if we got steam up yet.
Oh, you better have got steam up. One more shovelful will be my lot. If I'd actually got a shovel, it would have helped.
But why don't you stop grumbling? It's hardly my fault you decided to stoke 2 ton of kitchen nuts with your egg spoon, is it?
You're rotten, you are. Look at it, all the crony minimums come off.
Then I wouldn't be in your shoes when you give it back to Cookhouse Clara, my son. You know how touchy she is about their lordship silver. If she gets her hands on you, you'll be the battered pudding.
Yeah, I hope these officers of yours won't be long before they come aboard me tug. We ought to get going, you know.
Why, you've got bags of time.
I haven't, you know. Your fat mate has overdone the whole thing. Look how high my steam pressure gauge is reading.
Blimey, it is a bit high, isn't it? Here, go on, you better open the safety valve.
Come off it, Johnsy boy. When this tug was built, safety valves hadn't been invented.
I'm surprised steam had been.
Look, why don't you cork up, you Titanic tub? I tell you, it's no joke having too much smoke because you're overstoked.
Oh, it's all right, Chief. Here come number 1 and Mr. Phillips now.
Right, as soon as they get aboard, stand by to get going, Nunkey.
Not likely. I'm not taking this 2-ton teddy boy along with me. This is a tug, not the Queen Elizabeth, you know. I can't pull a houseboat and him.
Yeah, you're rotten. I want to go for a ride. Here, give us a bucket of water. I'm going to put his fire out.
Johnson, no.
I want the brigade. Fire!
Johnson.
Hey, this way, chap. Stick your hoses up his boiler.
Chief, everything under control?
No, sir, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You great big grumbling greaseball.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. You are to tell Cookhouse Clara what you've done to her crony minimum egg spoon delivery.
I don't care what... Good morning and bon voyage.
Turn off, Fatso. See you in the morning.
Well, Chief, we ready to sail?
Oh, more than ready, sir. More than ready. Practically bursting to go, sir.
You can say that again. It's gone up another 10 degrees, Johnsy.
Morning, Nunkey.
I do. And that'll be enough familiarity, if you don't mind. You're on my tug now, so it's Captain Pertwee.
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to...
And stand to attention when you address a superior officer.
Now, look here.
That's you. Shut.
Oh, sorry, sir.
This is a life.
You know, sir, it's amazing how you get used to anything in time, isn't it? I'm almost enjoying this little trip up the river.
Well, I'm not, Mr. Phillips. With all this vibrating, I feel as if I'm taking some diabolical slimming exercise.
Yes, there is that, sir. He's had my hat off twice already, sir.
Stop talking in the ranks there. Left hand down a bit, Phillips.
Left hand down a bit it is, liberty shaker, taker.
More coal! More coal!
More coal, you potty? Your boiler's glowing puce now.
Who cares? I'm after the record.
Here, I say, what's that ahead there? If someone's put a little wooden fence across the river.
A little wooden fence? What do you...
Yes.
Stone me. That's not a wooden fence, sir. That's a lock, sir.
A lock? Oh, so that's what a lock looks like. Ha ha ha.
Stop engines.
Stop engine.
How do you stop it, you old nit?
You shove a spanner in its grummets.
Ooh, nasty. Well, that stopped it all right.
Stopped it? I think you killed it.
Well, who's going to get out and chop down that little wooden fence?
It's not a little wooden fence, sir. It's a locked gate, sir. It opens, you see.
Does it really? My word, what will they think of next?
Yeah, hello, it's a new lock keeper. I've never seen this one before.
Come on in. I'm the keeper. You want to go through?
Of course we do.
Mind you, with one more knob of coal, we could have gone over the top.
Here, you're new here, aren't you?
Yeah, you're my first customer. Hang on, I'll wind the gate open.
You know, I don't get this. I mean, why doesn't he just leave the gate open all the time? It would save so much work.
Well, hardly, Mr. Phillips. You see, there are two gates. We're on the high water, and the other side is low water. He'll flood the lock, and then let us in through this gate.
I see.
Then he'll drain the lock and let us out through the lower gate.
Oh, you know, it's jolly ingenious, isn't it? But perhaps you ought to explain it to that lock keeper as well.
Why?
Well, I don't suppose it matters, sir, but the lock's empty, and he's opening this gate first.
Eh? Of course he isn't. He can't. If he did that, we'd pitch straight there. Everybody down! Look out! The spanner's fallen out. The motor's going again.
Well, stop it! The lower gate's still shut.
Not now it isn't, sir. Not anymore.
Stop engines.
Where's the spanner? Stop engine.
Well, here we are, Churn River moorings, as contracted.
Yeah, but I'll get her in tow, sir. It is this one, isn't it, sir? Morn floating repose.
Yeah, that's it. Make the hawser fast, Chief.
Aye, sir.
Beats me why you want a houseboat anyway.
He's going to let it.
Let it what?
Oh. Now I know how you feel sometimes.
Maddening, isn't it?
All sir, made fast, sir.
Good man. Now, let's get going and try and make it quietly, Mr. Captain. We don't want to wake up everyone else on all the other houseboats.
Well, who cares? Wake 'em up, I say. They won't see a tug like mine every day, you know.
Oh, I give you that.
Take the spanner out.
Easy, easy, easy. Nanky's taking the stride, sir.
Lummy, what happened?
Oh, nothing much, sir. Just that Mr. Murray's boat seems to have a very strong anchor.
Oh, stupid lot of know-nothing nits. You might have had me stern pulled off.
Sorry.
Pardon?
All round.
Get their anchor up, Chief, or we shan't get back to Portsmouth before tomorrow morning. If then.
Right.
Stop engine, spannering.
Spanner it is, Sir Captain, sir. Well, there you are, Portsmouth.
Thank you. I've always wanted to see Portsmouth at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I wouldn't complain, Seb. At least we've got back here safe. And sound, sir.
What the blazes?
I never touched a thing, sir.
No, it was your houseboat. He said when we stopped, it didn't. But it has now.
And if it's dented my tug, I'll sue.
We better go aboard her, sir, and see if she's all right.
Yes, just what I'm going to do. Hop over, Chief.
Aye, sir.
Now you, Mr. Phillips.
Aye, sir, but I'm not awfully good at this sort of thing, you know.
Get him out, Chief.
Aye, sir. Up's a flaming daisy, Mr. Phillips, sir.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Hey, look at me. Oh, I'm all wet.
Right, over you come, number one, sir. Donald Duck's out of the drink. Right?
Oh, we better take him below and dry him out.
Yeah.
It's, through this door here.
Oh, what's that? Come on, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, Charlie. Charlie, wake up, dear. It's the burglars.
What? Oh, hold! Or I'll fire both barrels! Hands up!
Hey, Lummy.
Mr. and Mrs. Grantham, what are you doing aboard?
Oh, dear, it's those chaps from the electricity board again.
Well, put a shilling in them and tell them to go away, dear.
What on earth are you two doing here? I told you I was picking the boat up last night.
Oh, well, you just have to pick her up tonight instead, that's all, old chap.
But we already have, sir. You're in Portsmouth.
Excuse me, sir.
What is it, Chief?
Would you ask the gent if I could put my hands down now, sir? I'm getting pins and needles in my left and right shoulder blades.
Of course you can.
Thank you, sir.
This is a right muck-up, I must say. Now, what are we going to do?
Well, there's a train back about 10.
Well, then it better be a good strain, or how are we going to take our furniture back?
Well, by the look of most of it, I wouldn't bother.
Mr. Phillips. Well, there's nothing for it. We'll just have to tow you all the way back again.
Well, hang on until Leslie dries out a bit first, won't you, sir?
Oh, I don't know if we dare, Mr. Phillips, sir. If that uniform shrinks much more, people will think we're a floating follies burglaries. Well, you're practically showing naked knees now.
Spanner in.
Spanner it is, Captain, sir.
Never fails, does it?
No, sir, but mind you, the spanner is a lot shorter than it was.
Well, here we are, Churn River moorings again.
Well, how do you know that, sir? I mean, it's pitch dark.
Oh, now, that's something that you wouldn't understand, sir, you see. They call it navigation. Navigation. That's what they call it, sir.
Yeah.
The science of knowing where you are without having to hit it first.
Oh, I think my way is best.
What's that?
Following other boats and know the way.
Is the houseboat made fast, Chief?
Yeah, I'll drop her anchor now, sir.
Good man.
You know, sir, my uniform has shrunk. It's so tight across the seat, I can hardly move. And even if I could, I wouldn't dare do so.
Yes, I must admit, from where I'm standing, trousers do seem to be a bit tight.
Yes, they're a jolly sight tighter from where I'm standing. Cool.
The anchor's dropped in the mud, sir.
Well, ready when you are, Mr. Captain Pertwee.
About time, too. Spanner out.
Right, I'll just bend over and, What was that?
The spanner's not all that's out, sir.
What?
Your long comms are playing peekaboo at the back.
Here, them things went out with Gladstone.
No, don't look. No. No. Close your eyes. Now, all of you, go on. Quick, close your eyes.
Oh, isn't he sweet? Oh, look at him. He's modest.
No, Pertwee, now turn your back. No, Pertwee, please. No, Pertwee. No, Pertwee.
Is it?
Pertwee, you're peeping.
Now, what's all this hubbub and hullabaloo? People are trying to get...
Oh, well.
Help,
That's our modesty gone for a burden.
Wake up! Wake up, Charlie!
Do something, somebody. Get this blooming tug moving.
Span her out. Bye-bye, Mrs. Chrysanthemum.
Oh, stop! No, come back!
Oh, dear, good gracious, what on earth is going on?
Charlie, there was a man trotting about in his reach-me-downs.
In this weather, he'll freeze to death.
Charlie Grantham, go and phone the constabulary at once. Do you hear? Now, go on.
Oh,
go on.
very well, I'll... Yeah, that's odd.
What is, dear?
Well, I mean, where's the phone box gone on the bank, eh? And whose boats are all these all round us? I've never seen this lot before.
Well, of course you haven't. These aren't our moorings at all. Goodness knows where we are.
Should be back in Portsmouth any time now.
Yeah, that'll make a nice change, won't it, sir? This is the third trip we've made up the Churn River and back. One more and people will think we're a regular flute and bus service.
Well, it wasn't our fault the Granthams were still on the houseboat and we had to take them back again yesterday, was it?
You did make quite sure they weren't on it when we picked them up this time, didn't you, Mr. Phillips?
Oh, absolutely, sir. Not a soul aboard.
This is going to cost a bob or two, this is.
I must say your houseboat is a very pretty-looking craft, sir. Mind you, they must have got a bit of a move on.
Got a move on, Chief? What with?
All the repaint, sir.
Repaint? Nobody's given it...
Yes, they have, sir. Lovely shade of green. Lovely shade. Look, sir.
What on earth?
He's right, you know, sir. I like the red better myself. It was jolly nice of the Granthams to paint it, though, wasn't it, sir? Oh, they changed their name, too.
Changed her name? What are you talking about? Let's have a look. Stone me! Here, this boat's called Harold's Handy-Hoos.
Mr. Phillips, you idiot, that's not my boat. You picked up the wrong one.
Oh, lummy, so I have. Well, it's hardly my fault, sir. It was dark.
Back we go. Yeah, I'll be able to retire on this job.
You know, sir, before we're finished, it might have worked out cheaper if you'd bought Nunkey's tug.
Captain Povey's office.
Naval intelligence here.
Oh, really? I could have sworn it was Noddy.
Commander Bracewell wants a word with your governor.
Right.
Hello, Captain Povey speaking.
Speaking. Jumping flower pots, don't you mean shouting, old man? Proper old boom body you are.
Commander Bracewell, I am a very busy man.
You're going to be even busier now. We've got the most corking panic on up here. Scotland Yard, MI5, the Army, the Air Force, they're all roped in for this.
Good grief, what's happened?
Well, that's what we've got to find out, old chap. Now, we want you to organise a sea search in your waters.
Search? What for?
Houseboats.
Houseboats?
That's the ticket. 6 of them. They've all vanished. One a night for the last 6 nights. Odd sort of do, isn't it?
Odd sort of do? What is all this?
Well, it all started with a Mr. and Mrs. Grantham. They had a houseboat moored in the River Churn, and one night about a week ago, they vanished.
Vanished?
Absolutely. And every night since then, another one has gone. We think it may be white slavery.
Good grief, well, we must take action at once. Oh, my aunt lives in one at...
And what's hers called?
Well, I hardly like to, I doubt if...
Come on, old man. What's her houseboat called?
Well, if you must know,
Auntie May's maison demeure.
I say they do pick 'em, don't they? What with Harold's hidey-hole and that one. Still, I haven't got your auntie's boat on my list yet.
Pity. I mean, what do you want us to patrol?
Well, as you're nearest, we want you to patrol the mouth of the River Trur.
Certainly. I'll go myself in the destroyer Makepeace.
Good man. We'll have 2 other destroyers standing by near you. Happy hunting, and don't forget they usually vanish at night.
Not anymore, Commander Bracewell. I shall be there tonight myself. And heaven help the gang, whoever they are.
That's the spirit. All the houseboats that are left at the moorings have taken precautions, too. We've told them to tie themselves together. That way, if any one of them is attacked, they'll all know. Doodly-bye. Carry on shouting.
Coming up to the moorings, Chief.
Yes, sir. Again, sir.
Screwdriver in.
Screwdriver? What happened to the spanner?
The moocher ate what was left of it last time, sir.
Screwdriver inside, here, sir.
And this time, let's try and get my boat and nobody else's.
Well, so at least we've cut down the odds. There are only about a half a dozen left.
Yes. It's odd, that. I mean, we keep bringing the wrong ones back each day, but they're never here when we come back for mine the following night.
Well, there must be a boat somewhere, sir. It's probably because we use the shorter route at night.
Well, here we are, sir. This is it. A red one, isn't it? Now, let's get her in tow and get home for Drake's sake. We've only had about 3 hours sleep all the week.
All right, Chief. Let's get going.
All right. Let her go, Nunky.
Screwdriver out. Screwdriver out, sir, Captain, sir.
What on earth?
Lummy, look, sir. We've hit the jackpot, sir. We're towing the whole lot.
Blimey, look at that. They're all ribbed together with rope, sir.
I never thought me tug could have done it.
Well, stop it doing it at once.
Oh, too late, we can't. We've got no tools left to shove in the engine. We'll have to keep going now until my boiler goes out. Cruising down the river in the middle of the night. There we are, stopped at last.
Yeah, well, we should have stopped sooner if Mr. Phillips hadn't shoveled more coal on.
I forgot, that's all.
Where are we now, Chief?
At the mouth of the River Churn, sir.
Jolly quiet, isn't it? Thank goodness all those people on the houseboats have stopped yelling at us.
Well, I think they've all been struck dumb with sheer terror, sir. Abandon tug! Last one over the sides of custard.
Where did that come from?
Stop right where you are. Hands up or I fire.
Lummy, it's old Thunderguts on Makepeace. What's he doing here?
Shooting at us, Mr. Phillips.
Don't me, we're for it now. What's he going to say when he cops a butchers at all these houseboats in town?
Well, it's nothing to do with him, Chief.
I must be disagreeable about that, sir. We're supposed to be on duty aboard Troutbridge, sir.
Lummy, I suppose we are.
I must confess I'd sort of forgotten about that. Popping up and down the river like this, one loses all sense of time. Just lift from one judder to the next.
Hi there. I've got you covered. Fall in astern and follow me, do you hear? One false move and I fire.
Good job it's still dark, sir. If he could see it was us, he'd have sunk us by now.
Yes, you're right, Chief. Look, I've got an idea. Before the dawn comes up, do you think we could get the rope from these houseboats hitched onto Makepeace?
Easy, sir. If only we could move.
Mr. Phillips, a few more knobs of coal, if you please.
That's it, right, she's up. Righto, Nunky, ease her over a bit. That's it, go on. Bit more. Easy. Right, hold it.
Hey, what are you doing under our star?
Hallo! We surrender! Lead on, Admiral!
That's better.
Houseboat's tied to Makepeace, sir.
Well done. Put an anchor on this tug.
Of course I have.
Well, drop it.
Lovely. Look, there they go, sir. Captain Captain Povey and friends. Look at that! A first-class houseboat tour, if ever they saw one.
Hey, where did that come from? I didn't see any smoke.
No, it's those destroyers out to sea, sir. They're pooping off at old Thunderguts.
Good heavens! It must be because he's towing those houseboats.
Oh, what a shame.
Stop! Ceasefire! Stop pointing that 4-inch gun at me, it might go off! I told you it would! Abandon ship!
And that was John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips and Stephen Murray working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number 1. Nunkey was played by Taniel Evans, Able Seaman Johnson was Ronnie Barker, Captain Povey was Richard Caldecott, and Mr. and Mrs. Grantham were played by Michael Bates and Heather Chasen. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, this week HMS Troutbridge welcomes the Serving Ships Company of Her Majesty's frigate Troutbridge to a special edition of the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray and John Pertwee. If you happen to know Chief Petty Officer Pertwee, your birthday becomes a day of sheer terror and suspense in case he's bought you something which will show him an enormous profit and you a devastating loss. Well, last year I was lucky. He gave me a pawn ticket for a watch that turned out to be mine when I redeemed it. Today, it's Able Seaman Johnson's birthday, and he's locked himself in the stores aboard Troutbridge. Won't do any good. Pertwee will get him.
Johnson! Johnson! Open up!
Go away. Johnson's not here. I've gone out.
That's so! Open this flaming door! It's your birthday!
I know. That's why I'm not opening it. I've only just finished paying the instalments on the present you gave me last year.
Oh, you don't hop, don't you? Don't you worry, because Pertwee don't give presents to persons 2 years running.
Oh, well, that's different. Come in.
However, in your case, I've made an exception.
Hey?
Yeah. Come outside and give me a humping with your present.
Oh, no, I don't want it. Swindle! Take your foot out the door. I want to slam it in your mush. I'm going to be skint again now.
Oh, well, there's gratitude for you. Gratitude. You haven't even seen my gay gift yet.
No, I don't want to either. Just give me the hire purchase agreement. I'll sign it. What is it?
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
It's an all-working 1928 iron-frame stitch-tight treadle sewing machine.
Just what I wanted, I don't think.
Oh, yes, you did. It'll save you hours of hard work completing the contract.
Contract? What contract?
Well, the one I've got to supply all the sails for the yacht club, of course. Didn't I tell you, Johnson?
No, you didn't, as a matter of fact. I was... Well, you're rotten, you are. Rotten. Absolutely stinking rotten. Rottens don't come any rotten, the rottens don't. And you're the rottenest rotten of the lot, you rot. You rotter.
Done?
Yeah, done rotten.
Right, good. Now, I'll give you an hand with your present and you can get sewing. You're way behind time now. You can work nights as well until you catch up.
Generous to a fault, aren't you? How did you come to be supplying yacht sails in the first place?
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, Fatso, I was offered cash if I could get them cheap, you see. I was paid in advance. And since then, the cash has sort of, ever so slightly, vanished.
Yeah. It always flipping well does. Well, what am I supposed to make these sails out of, then?
Well, I thought of that, you see. and I've reason to believe that the laundry will not be returning all the ship's bed linen this week. Now, blankets, yes. Sheets, no.
Of course, it is just possible the officers may notice they haven't got any sheets on their beds.
Hardly, Johnson. You're forgetting. It's not only your birthday today. It was also the birthday of the late capsule for the gallant sailor, Admiral Troutbridge. Yeah, all the officers are having a bit of a slosh up in the wardroom this afternoon.
So what?
So what?
So what?
Well, our Admiral will make all the punch as usual, so by the time they get over that and the blockbuster hangovers, next week's sheets will be back. Ha! And even if they aren't, none of them will say anything.
Oh, they might, you know.
They won't, you know. Oh, they all know that after a glass or two of that punch, anything can happen. So they'll all come down here apologising in case they pinch the sheets themselves. Yeah. Righto, Johnson. Righto, Johnson, come on. Let's get your sewing machine in here so you can get treadling.
You know, sir. You know, sir, I'm not at all sure that I haven't had a jolly tight so much.
You must certainly have. I'm ashamed of us. I mean, ashamed of who?
I don't know, sir. Who are you ashamed of, Ash?
I've no idea. My word, Mr. Phillips, that punch pack's a strong pack. Pinch. I'll try again. That pack punches a strong pick punches a pun.
Halt, sir.
Granted.
Well, drink it up, sir.
I can't. My glass is empty.
That's funny. So is mine, sir.
Well, it's just as well. You've had a jolly mite so touch already.
Call. Tulku's harking.
Watch it. Here comes the Admiral again. Duck down behind the bar.
Is there a, sir? Oh, I fancy some duck. We'll take the punch with us, too, sir.
Oh, do get out of a chap's way, some of you. I'll kick out in a minute. Hi, where's me punch all gone? Povey! Some fool's nicked the punch.
Oh, have mine, Admiral.
No, it's all right. I'll have yours. Cheers.
Henry Povey, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, my love.
Have you been at the bottle again?
Of course. Been at the bottle? He's come out the other end. I've just had to take this one away from him.
I only had...
Creeping. I've used this old biddy in the ghastly dress. Hey, she looks like a roll of cheap wallpaper.
This, sir, is my wife. And that is her favorite gun. It was part of her trousseau.
Got it in town from Madame Tussaud. Not a bit surprised. Chamber of Horrors, I think. Oh, do get out of my way, Povey. I'm looking for Frobisher. Frobisher, you old fool. Who can they call the fun?
After him, Henry. I insist on an apology from your red-faced little playmate in the sailor suit. Seize him, I say!
Oh, very well. Admiral, about my wife.
It's all clear, sir. The Admiral seems to have gone.
So it's his punch.
And I know where.
Careful, Mr. Phillips.
Well, why? What's the matter, sir?
Well, mind how you come up. The picture of Admiral Troutbridge is right by your...
Ooh. Hey, what was that, sir?
You idiot, you knocked down the picture of Admiral Troutbridge.
Oh, lummy. By the sound of it, I dropped him glass upwards.
Yes, right on his birthday, too.
Quick, sir, let's get rid of the bits.
Hello, what's this? There's a bit of paper on the back of the picture.
Lummy, looks like a chart, sir. Yeah, it's a chart of our old island.
Now, how would you know that?
It's got the name of our island just under your thumb there, sir.
Oh, so it has. For a moment, I thought you'd learned how to read the map. There's something else written by this arrow, too.
Oh, yes, sir. Admiral Troutbridge, his personal fortune, prize money, and other loot buried here. Lummy. What wouldn't the chief give to know about this, sir?
Excuse me, gangway there, please. Thank you. Oh, strike a light. Who left this roll of wallpaper? Oh, sorry, pardon. Gangway, please. Thank you.
Don't let Pertwee see that map, sir.
Excuse me. Whoops! Not at all. I enjoyed it.
I've got nowhere to put it.
Hello, number one, sir. Hello, hello, hello. Having a little read, sir.
What? Oh, this? No. It's all just a bit of paper I found on deck.
Oh, yeah?
You can't have the place looking untidy, can we?
Oh, no, sir. No, of course not, sir. Perhaps you'd like me to dispose of it for you, sir.
Oh, no. It's perfectly all right, Chief.
Oh, yes, he likes holding old bits of paper, don't you, sir?
Yes, mad about it.
Will any old bit of paper do, sir?
Oh, good heavens, no. It has to be a map of buried treasure.
Mr. Phillips!
Oh, bother. Now I've gamed the given away.
Well, there's no use fighting it any longer. You may as well have a look, Chief. It's a map of the island we found at the back of the Admiral's picture.
Oh, toss it. Let's have a look then. Prize money? Other loot? Personal fortune? Cast up for it! Cast up for it!
Stop that at once, Chief. We're not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere? What are you talking about, sir? We must be going. We'll all be rolling in goo, sir. We've got to go.
How can we, Chief? Old Thunderguts will never send us anywhere near that island again.
No, sir. But the Admiral might. Yeah, look, they're having a sailing regatta over there soon. Perhaps we could go over there then and show the flag, sir. I could arrange for a certain relative of mine at Admiralty, sir, to sort of put the idea in the Admiral's mind, sir.
Yeah, that's done it. Poor old Buffer will be under attack from all day long now.
Well, indeed. Well, Chief, if you think it'd work, you could try it, I suppose. It's nothing to do with me, of course.
You just leave it to me, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please?
Oh, dear. What's old Thunderguts up to now?
No idea, sir. Marjorie did mention earlier, sir, that he was sure the assembled gents were rather hoping he'd read one of his well-chosen poems, sir. And I agreed, sir. I've given him one written in honour of Admiral Troutbridge.
Didn't know there was one.
Well, there wasn't until about half an hour ago, sir. But at least this might stop him doing the seafarer's life.
Ladies and gentlemen, no quiet, if you please.
Henry Povey, lower your voice at once.
But, my love, I'm going to recite.
No, your thumping will not. I haven't forgotten what happened when you recited at Admiral Troutbridge's birthday party last year.
But this is a different poem, my love. This one's all right.
It had better be. I'm not standing for all that old nonsense about those various young ladies from wherever it was again.
Oh, no, my love, I wouldn't dream of that.
Oh, very well, then. Say your little piece, Henry, then report back here to me later.
Yes, very well, my love.
Good boy. Carry on.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ode to a Sailor of Misfortune.
Henry.
Yes, my love.
Watch it. Otherwise, you won't have your crumpet for tea on Sunday.
Sir, very well, my love. Verse 1. Oh, to the battles we should have won, like the right muck-up at Istanbul, where the ammunition was a fourpenny bun, 'cause the chap in charge was a Charlie. Oh, good grief, Pertwee, I thought you said this.
No, sir. Captain Povey, it was lovely, sir. Lovely reading. Oh, look, they're all hypnotised. Look at them. That's all right, sir. You keep going with your magnificent verbosity, sir. Keep going. Lubricate the lyricals and off you go laughing. Lovely. Good boy. Where you go. Good luck.
Oh, very well. Verse 2. Oh, to the battle at Cape Vale, where the men were as keen as mustard, but the ammunition was a 6-inch nail, 'cause the chap in charge was a custard. Oh, no, really, I can't go on with this. Oh, dear, my poor head.
Perhaps it was something you ate, sir.
You know perfectly well what it was. It was that confounded party last night.
Captain Povey's office?
Oh, this is the Admiral. Is Povey there?
Yes, sir. He's here, but
Having his hair cut? About time, too. That party yesterday looked like a tatty old teddy boy.
I'll put you through, sir.
What do you mean you did too, sir? I had mine cut last week.
Oh, no, sir. I didn't say that. I wouldn't be so discourteous.
Eh? I should have had a Tony Curtis. Not likely. A fourpenny all-off does me. Get Povey, will you?
It's the Admiral, sir.
Yes, so I gathered. Hello, sir. Captain Povey here.
Oh, is that you, Povey?
Yes, sir.
I got a job for Troutbridge.
Oh, something dangerous, I hope, sir.
You're a right sort, Povey. Why didn't you tell me there was a regatta going on at their old island?
Regatta, sir?
Yes, everybody up here at Admiralty knows about it. I've had chaps bending me ears about it ever since I got back.
Well, I hardly see that it matters, sir.
That's settled then. And as these chaps up here pointed out, we ought to send the ship that was stationed there all those years, eh?
Oh, but Admiral, it'll be the end if we send Troutbridge. You know I can never get them off that island. Once we send them anywhere near it, they stick there like glue. Now, you can't do it, sir.
Good man, I knew you'd see it my way. Send them over there at once,
But,
will you?
sir!
Cheerio, happy haircut.
Hello.
I think the telephone's had a fourpenny all-off, sir.
Really, it's too bad. Once they land there, I'll never get... Oh, well now. Send them to the island, he said. He didn't say they were to actually land on it. That's it then. A nice trip over to the island, but no, absolutely no shore leave. Oh, they're going to hate every minute of this.
Left hand just a teensy-weensy bit down a bit.
Left hand, just a teensy-weensy bit down a bit it is, sir.
Still no sign of the island, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, you'd noticed that too, had you? It's been bothering me for some time now.
Really? Then I take it we're lost out here as usual.
Oh, no, sir. I think this time we're lost somewhere completely different. I'm positive we've never been lost on this bit of sea before.
Oh, don't be too hard on him, number one, sir. After all, if we can't land on the island, there's not much point in going there at all.
Well, it's a shame, though, sir, not letting us land.
Yeah. The suspense of not being able to find out whether that treasure is there or not is plain old Atoll with my twinging screws.
And you can cut that out before it starts.
What's that?
We're not putting you ashore because you need urgent medical treatment.
Well, the twinging screws are not to be trifled with, sir. Don't forget they caught my dear old white-haired mother in a vice-like grip when she was stuck in the doorway of the...
No, Chief.
Sir, look, sir. It's the island, sir. I've found the island. My word, I'm jolly proud of Leslie. Rah, rah, rah.
Well, we're not. We're about 6 hours late. It'll be dark soon.
Yeah, that's a point, sir. That's the point. If we wait until it's dark, we might ever so slightly beach ourselves, sir. Then we'd have to go ashore.
No, Chief.
Stone me. A proper wet blanket you are and all, sir. As fast as I set the fiddle up, you unfiddle it.
Well, I'm sorry. I want to know if the treasure's still there as much as you do. But Captain Povey said we were to arrive here today and we were not to go ashore. Of course. He didn't say we were not to go ashore tonight, did he?
That's it, sir. Well done, sir. Spades and shovels forward, lad. Stand by to lower the boat as soon as it's dark. Pertwee's going gardening.
Not so fast, Chief. There's no moon at present, and as the island has never exactly rivaled Blackpool for illuminations, how are we to know where we're digging?
Well, couldn't Lieutenant Bates rig up a working light with a generator, sir? After all, he is the electrical officer.
Well, let's face it, Lieutenant Bates couldn't rig up a torch unless he got the shop assistant to do it for him. In any case, a generator's no good unless you've got something to drive it.
Yes, you know, I saw a film once where a chap got one going by attaching a belt to a rear wheel on a bicycle, then pedaled away for dear life.
Ah, that's a big help, sir, isn't it? We haven't got a bicycle or anything else you can pedal at for Pedal? Treadle? Pedal, treadle? Aye, aye. Permission to leave the bridge for a bit, sir.
Leave the bridge?
Yeah, I want a short, sharp shout in Fatso's shell-like, sir. It's what you might call an urgent, sir.
Oh, very well, but don't be long. We'll be dropping anchor soon, then we're bound to have Sir Willoughby and Lady Todhunter Brown coming aboard to welcome us.
And to drain every drop we've got in the wardrooms.
Yes, their last speech of welcome when they came aboard cost the ship 30 quid in gin.
Aye, I'm afraid we've had it, sir. It's a motor boot coming alongside with the Todhunter Browns aboard.
Oh, Lord, we'll have to receive them.
I reluctantly aye, sir. Governor, alongside now, sir.
Help them aboard, Mr. Phillips.
Delightful, dear.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Oh, jolly civil of you. Amelia, dear, where's my speech?
What speech, Willa?
My speech of welcome to the island, dear. Oh, it's all right, I've got it. Officers and men of Troutbridge. This is Troutbridge, isn't it?
Yes.
Well done. We're in the clear up to now, then.
Oh, do hurry up, Willie. I've graciously consented to inspect the wardroom. And I want to declare the corks well and truly drawn.
All right. Now, firstly, I should like to say, and notwithstanding, let me add, without fear of contradiction, that furthermore, this challenge affects every one of us. And so I ask you to earnestly consider, and it is with this purpose in mind, that it reminds me of a story which I once heard. And who can deny the facts? I thank you. Yeah. So give generously, for who knows? My friends, if I may call you to mind of a story I heard recently, there can be...
All right, you dumpling Dior. You can stop treadling. We've got other work for your birthday present now.
But I've nearly finished me last sail.
Good lad. Just what they... You steaming great fat nit. What are these supposed to be?
Sails.
Sails? And when did you ever see a yacht with round sails?
Well, it's not my fault. It's your blooming present. The bit you put on this sewing machine to make it turn corners is missing. I had to keep going round and round in circles.
Yeah, well, it's a pity you didn't keep that up a bit longer. And you might have vanished.
Yeah, I know. What's this other job with the machine, then? Eh? What's this other job with the machine, then?
Yeah, Lieutenant Bates wants to borrow it for a bit tonight. Yeah, you'll have to give him an hand getting it ashore as soon as it's dark.
Oh, well, that's all right, then. For a minute, I thought you good night. See you in the morning.
Come back here.
I'd rather not.
You better, Ad. We've got work to do. Look, we've got to get this treadle machine in the longboat, along with a generator and anything else Lieutenant Bates needs to get the light going on the beach. Oh, come on.
You got that generator fixed yet, Lieutenant Bates?
Yes, sir. It has been a bit of a poser. Well, he can start the old treadle going any time now. No, wait.
What's the matter?
Nothing, only I just didn't want to stand too close when it starts, in case I boobed with the wiring.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Come away, feet. This is no place for you.
Johnson, get back there. You panic-stricken pudding. Now then, come on. Start pedaling.
Start what? Well, you're rotten.
No light yet, Mr. Bates.
Odd, isn't it? Perhaps if he pedalled rather faster, it might help.
Right, Fatso. Double pedalling on the spot. Begin!
You know, sir, watching Fatso from the back is a fascinating sight. You know, sir, he looks like a blancmange doing a cha-cha.
Yes. Still no light, though.
Maybe there isn't, sir, but I'm getting uncommon hot here.
Yeah, that's right, you are, aren't you, Fatso? Here, number one, sir, have you noticed there's a sort of ruddy glow about him?
I know what it is. We've got a dud bulb, and the chappie on the machine is copping rather a lot of volts. He'll blow a fuse in a moment.
Hey, Fatso, stop peddling. Switch yourself out, glow body.
Mr. Bates, really?
Well, don't you worry. Soon put it right, and then we can start digging for the old treasure. What?
Willie, wake up at once.
What? Yes. What is it? What's the matter?
Wake up, Willie.
What?
Wake up. You'll miss the ghosts.
Well, tell them to wait until the morning and I'll see them next. I can't... Ghosts? What ghosts?
Well, we've got a lovely one down on the beach. I've been looking out of the window, and there's a sort of eerie light glowing out on the shore. It seems to be bobbing up and down all the time. I think it must be a ghost on a bicycle.
Good gracious, I can see it now.
Oh, good. To be perfectly honest, that's just a tiny little bit of a relief. I was beginning to think that my nightcap had bitten them.
By George, I'll soon deal with this nonsense, Amelia. Where's me elephant gun?
In the wardrobe, dear. But I don't think it's an elephant's ghost. Although it certainly looks pretty fat.
Well, you stay here, little woman. I'm going down to the beach to see what's going on.
Isn't it somebody else's turn to dig yet? Cool. I'm going to have the most terrible dishpan hands in the morning.
No, you keep going, Mr. Phillips, sir. We're bound to strike the treasure soon.
Fatso, you're slowing up again. The light's going down.
Oh. It's all right, sir. I can still see where I'm digging.
Yes, possibly, but I can't, and I'm trying to do a crossword.
Ah, what was that? I hit some tin mud.
Hey? No, you didn't, sir. Look, sir, look. There. It's the treasure, sir. It's a tin box. Quick, get it out. Right. To me. From you, Mr. Phillips.
Steady. It may be jolly heavy.
Well, in that case, Mr. Bates can give you an answer. I'll help number one hold his crossword puzzle.
Stand by to hoist away! Up she comes!
Lovely. Admiral Troutbridge's treasure, and it's all ours.
Well, open the box up, somebody. I can't stand the suspense any longer.
Here we go, then.
Go! It's open.
Here, hurry up, please. I can't keep treadling much longer.
Lummy, where's all the treasure? There's only a bit of paper inside.
What? Oh, we've been done! It's a flaming great carver!
What's it say?
Listen to this. To whom it may concern, I'm not unduly perturbed by your predicament, Jack. I got here first. Signed, Anastasia Troutbridge, Mrs.
Well, of all the...
Abandon beach!
Quick, I don't know who it is, but get back to the ship. We can't be caught on the island.
Here, stop. Wait for Fatso. I haven't got the strength to get off this blooming machine.
Oh, crikey! I say, you chaps, they've hit the generator.
Blimey, isn't it gone bright?
Rather. It's short-circuited the floggle-toggle. Now the generator is driving the treadle on the towing machine.
Help! I can't keep it up. It'll have me ankles off. Stop it, you brute. Let go. All me legs. Hey, I'm glowing again. Switch me off, somebody. Help! I don't know whether I'm on me AC or me DC. Get me off! I'm red hot. Get me off!
was Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Leslie Phillips was the sub-lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number one, John Pertwee was the chief petty officer, Abel Seaman Johnson was played by Ronnie Barker, Captain Povey was Richard Caldecott, Sir Willoughby Todhunter-Brown was Tenniel Evans, Lady Todhunter-Brown was Heather Chasen, and Lieutenant Bates was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips. There are certain things every man's entitled to in life, for they're his heritage. Things like a flaming great rocket from his employer, or lumbago from gardening too long, or a chance to pay for 50 quid's worth of wet weather and call it a holiday. Servicemen are entitled to leave as well, of course, always provided they haven't upset the chaps in the records office in the personnel section of their unit.
Hello, personnel section here. Records office. Leading Writer Wingate speaking. All right, Commander, I'll look into it straight away. Good morning.
Who was that?
It was that Commander Young asking about his leave again.
Well, he's had it. He once had me in the rattle for overstaying mine.
Fair enough. We'll have him drafted to Iceland instead.
Lovely. You know, Wingate, the powers we have over these blokes' leave frightens me sometimes.
Oh, it doesn't me. I'm enjoying it. Any bribes in the post this morning?
Well, just the usual one for a 48 from that Chief Petty Officer Pertwee in Troutbridge.
Oh. How much did he send this time?
A cheque for 2 and 6 drawn on the East Tibet and South Mongolia Cooperative Bank.
Not granted. Last time he sent us a cheque on that bank, the manager wrote to say he was 3 million Tibetan kronas and 14,000 Mongolian pesetas overdrawn.
Well, how much's all that in English, Lolly?
Half a crown.
Well, I suppose we'd better tidy the office up a bit.
Here, talking about tidying up, have you seen this file?
What, this one on Captain Povey?
Yes, I fished it out by accident last night. And you know what? He hasn't applied for leave since 1957.
He must be dead keen.
He's not dead keen, he's bonkers. We'll soon sort him out.
Number, please.
I want Captain Povey.
Oh, certainly, Leading Writer Wingate. By the way, about my leave, I know you're busy, but if you could possibly see your way...
My colleague and I are considering your application, but we had a wrong number yesterday, and that hasn't done your case any good at all. Now, get me Captain Povey, slave.
Oh, certainly, Leading Writer Wingate. At once, Leading Writer Wingate.
Captain Povey's office?
Personnel section here. This is records office.
Oh, really? Have you got anything in the top 20?
Ha, ha, ha. I'm sick of it. Is Captain Povey there?
One moment, please.
Hello, Captain Povey here.
Happy holiday, sir.
What?
This is the personnel section. After a few words with the C&C, you've been granted 126 days leave, sir. Ta-da.
What? But no. Wait. I don't want it. I haven't applied.
Perhaps not, sir, but you've got it. We're sending a Captain Jarvis to take over your office. He'll be along later.
Oh, please, but I don't want any leave. I'm happy here. I don't need it.
You may not, sir, but the C&C reckons he does. He said having you on leave was as good as having leave himself.
No, wait. Hello.
Mr. Phillips, we are tied up to the dock fore and aft, aren't we?
Oh, rather, sir. We're tied up with every piece of string and wire we've got on board.
Splendid. With this wind about and old Thunderguts coming aboard, I don't want to find us swinging about in the docks doing a nautical schottische.
You know, sir, I just can't believe it. Fancy old Thunderguts going on leave. He hasn't had any since 1957.
Having met Mrs. Thunderguts, Mr. Phillips, do you blame him?
No. Just think of it, sir. He's got 126 days of her and nights. Cool.
Wonder what his replacement will be like.
Well, Captain Jarvis, do you mean, sir? Well, he couldn't be worse than old Povey, could he, sir?
No, couldn't be.
No, he couldn't be.
No. He couldn't be.
At least. I suppose he couldn't be.
No, it couldn't be. Could he?
Yes, he blooming well could.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, Chief. Are the men ready for inspection by Captain Povey and Captain Jarvis?
Well, I suppose you could put it like that, sir. They're about as ready as they're ever likely to be, anyway.
And we all know what that means. Another tatty turnout by Troutbridge.
Oh, how unkind can you get, sir? Here, talking about tatty turnout, sir. Look, as we're about to receive a visit from their two captainships, do you think we better get rid of that tramp or oboe walking about on the dockyard, sir?
Tramp or oboe? Where?
The old boy in the suit with the great big pointed lapels and the wide baggy trousers.
Good heavens, yes. That suit must have done many a Charleston in its time. I can remember my grandfather having one just like it.
Well, we better get rid of him, Chief. We don't want him hanging around when Captain Povey or this Captain Jarvis get here.
Oh, I said, hey, you! Oi! Baggy body! Come on, shovel! No beach combing allowed in the dockyard.
Beach coming? Did you say beach coming?
Stone me, it's Thunderguts in his civvies.
Number 1, I'm coming aboard.
All right, but I'm going ashore. Gangway. Chief. Yeah, but I called him a beachcomber, sir.
Understandable mistake, I'd say, Chief. Cool. That must be his 1918 dear mob suit.
There's lovely creases in the trousers, though. Everywhere.
Watch it, sir. Here he comes.
Number 1.
Ah, welcome aboard, Baggy Body. Welcome aboard, sir. All ready for your leave, I see, sir?
Rather. I take it you're going potholing, sir.
Potholing?
Yes, sir. No sense in wearing your best lummy.
I think what Mr. Phillips was trying to say, sir, is that you look lovely, sir. An howling sartorial swell, if I may say so, sir. Lovely.
Oh, well, I mean, do you really think so? Oh, thank you. Well, this is my best suit, of course. I must give you the address of my tailor.
He's still alive?
What? Excuse me, sir. Would that be Captain Jarvis coming towards the gangway now? Where? Oh, yes. Yes, that's him. Poor devil. Little does he know what he's got coming to him with you lot.
Well, don't you worry, sir. We'll break him into our little ways gently.
You'll do nothing of the sort. I may be going on leave, but don't forget, I shall be coming back.
In 125 days, 18 hours and 3 minutes.
Precisely. And when I return, Captain Jarvis will give me a full report on what you've been up to while I've been absent. Well, you're not absent, sir. You're on leave.
For 125 days, 18 hours, 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Wake up now! Wake up! Ship coming there! Ship coming there! 10, 5!
Lummy, who said that?
I did. Wait, Nelson, I'll have to shake you layabouts up a bit. You're a disgrace to the service. I've never seen such a tatty turnout.
Sir?
Well?
He blooming well could be.
All right you are.
Stop that whispering there.
Now, gentlemen. Oh, this is rich. Oh. Gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to Captain Jarvis, who will be...
All right, Povey. That will do.
Eh? But I was just...
That will do. I have taken over now. Now clear off and leave, old men. And for heaven's sake, burn that ghastly suit.
Burn it? But
it's a disgrace. You look like a baggy beachcomber. Go on, shovel. I've got my work cut out if I'm to make something of this miserable-looking mob. You've obviously been too blasted soft to them, but I'll soon knock them into shape. I'll make sailors of them.
I don't think I feel very well.
I got me. Look out! It's no, down here, sir. It's my leg. It's my leg. Oh, up a bit. Oh, the excruciating anagony of it. Oh, it's the twinging screws. Oh, they've struck poor Pertwee again. It's unfair. That's what it takes.
What's this idiot babbling about? Stand to attention, man!
I can't. I can't, sir. No one can stand to attention when they've been hit with a twinging screw, sir. Captain Povey, if I might take your arm as we go ashore, sir. I think I can limp to sick bay all right with you, sir. Don't waste the petroleum. Don't waste it on an ambulance, sir. Pertwee will tot around on his top.
Stand where you are!
With the twinging screws, Captain Jarvis, sir.
Silence! We'll soon stop this nonsense. Now then, while I'm here, you may as well know about certain little items I have in mind for you tomorrow.
Oh, well, I was thinking of putting in for leave, actually, so I doubt if I shall be here.
All leave is cancelled, number one. Now then, 0630 hours PT on the deck. Breakfast 0830. Full inspection of the ship 0835. And don't think I shall be late, because I shall be sleeping on board.
Sleeping on... There's no room, sir.
Oh, yes, there is. I'm taking your cabin. 0900 hours fire drill. 0930, 10-mile forced march to the Marines assault course.
My feet. Oh, my poor little tootsies. Oh, cool. My back. Oh, and my legs.
Yes, and mine.
Steady, Chief.
Now, Mr. Phillips, there's no doubt about it. You have to go. If we're not all jolly careful, we'll be fit.
Well, I won't, sir. I won't. Not never again. I've really got the twinging screws this time. Yeah, and they're murder.
That's an idea. What? Let's murder him.
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Phillips. Not allowed.
And it should be, sir. It should be. He's never let up for a minute. PT assault courses, grabbing decks, into ship boxing matches.
You know, I bet old Thunderguts would laugh like a drain if he could see what was happening to us.
Yes. I'm beginning to see him in a different light altogether. He's a gentleman scholar compared to Juggernaut Jarvis.
Yeah, good heavens, I just remembered I had a letter this morning. It looked like Povey's handwriting.
What did he say, sir?
I don't know yet. There's never really been a minute to spare to open it. Hang on. Oh, how odd. Listen to this. Dear Murray, imperative I see you and Phillips at once. Please call as soon as possible. Urgent. Povey.
Call on Thunderguts? Not likely. We're in enough muck already.
Howard, if we show this to Jarvis, he can hardly fail to let us go, can he? And if we're with Povey, we shan't be trotting about in trunks, pounding our feet down to the ankles.
Let's go tomorrow.
Henry Povey, what are you doing in the sitting room?
I was just going to sit down, my love.
Oh, no, you're thumping well not. You know the rules. You're not allowed in here except on Sundays.
But I only...
And where's your apron?
I took it off, my love. I thought I'd finished.
Finished? We haven't started yet.
But I've done the dusting, been round with a cleaner, scrubbed the step, and ironed your smalls.
Well, so I should think. And put your apron on again at once. You're not in your office now, you know.
I wish I was.
Henry Povey, I heard that. I've warned you before about answering back. Now, just for that, you shan't have your 11 o'clock bread and dripping and cocoa.
I haven't had any breakfast, my love.
Oh. Oh, very well. You can have a water biscuit out of the barrel.
Oh, thank you, my love.
Good boy. Now munch it nicely, and then you can clear out the attic. And this time, you better not try that stunt of shutting the trap door and standing on it so I can't get at you.
I told you, my love, the trap door stuck. I was trying to open it all the time.
I'm not a fool, Henry. Door, Henry.
Yeah, just going, my love.
Well, run then. You've got what to do.
Telegram for you, madam.
What? I am not a lady.
Oh, so I've heard.
Oh. There you are, there you are.
Henry, I shan't tell you again about slamming the door. Who was it?
It's a telegram, my love. It's from... Oh, dear. Oh, what a pity.
Oh, do stop that chuntering, Henry. What's it all about?
I've been recalled, my love. Look.
You are required for service on examination boards. Report to CNC immediately. Regret inconvenience, but most urgent. Yes, well, we can tear that up.
Tear it up? But, my love, I must go at once. The CNC.
CNC fiddlesticks. Read the signature.
Signature? Henry Povey, Captain. Well, what... What did I want to do that for? Idiot! I can kick myself.
I may well do that for you. I'll teach you to waste money sending telegrams to yourself. I'll deduct the cost out of your pocket money. And you can put your water biscuit back in the barrel.
But I've licked it.
Off you go to your attic and take your little dustpan and brush with you.
My love, I can't. I'm expecting some visitors.
You're what? The very idea. Well, who are they?
A couple of officers from Troutbridge, my love. I asked them to pop in.
Well, then they can jolly well pop out again. I know just what will happen. You'll all start telling each other bawdy stories. It's always the same. You laugh like drains and I never hear the last line.
That'll be them, I expect, my love.
Well, you better let them in, I suppose. But I'll have a lot more to say about this later. Now, off you go.
Yes, my love.
Oh, good morning, madam. Is Captain Povey in?
Mr. Phillips.
Oh, lummy, I thought you were the charm.
What? Mr. Phillips thought you looked charming, sir, in your apron. Apron? Oh, yes, of course.
I say, sir, what interesting wallpaper.
Oh, rather. Reminds me of that dress your wife wore at the last party. We better not stay too long, sir.
How do you do? Delighted to see you. Have you wiped your feet?
No, just our shoes.
Lovely place you've got here.
Permission to go outside and wait in the jeep, sir. I think I left the engine running, and if I didn't, I wish I had.
So do I.
My love, could we possibly have some refreshment?
Very well. I'll go and put the kettle on.
Thank you, my love.
You know, honestly, with you at home, I never get a minute to myself.
Neither do I.
Henry?
Yeah, 2 lumps, please, my love.
Well, sir, how are you enjoying your...
Shh, gentlemen, now listen. This is an emergency. You've got to get me out of here. We may not have seen eye to eye in the past, I know, but you've got to get me out of here. I'm a broken man. I can't last out much longer.
No, neither can we, sir. That Captain Jarvis has had us doing ourselves a disaster call ever since he arrived.
Something's got to be done. Agreed, sir, but what? I don't know, but it seems to me that somehow we've got to get rid of Captain Jarvis. Here. If he goes, I shall be recalled.
And we'll get a bit of kip.
I shall just have to leave it to you, but get rid of him. And don't be too long about it. I don't think I can stand much more.
It's not going to be easy, sir.
I know, sir. I know. Why don't we chuck the rope over the lamppost and then...
Shh. The wife's coming back.
Is she? I can't hear any footsteps.
No, possibly not. But when you're here all the time, you develop an incredibly acute sense of hearing. It's your only chance.
Well, here we are then, Cocoa. Now, don't rush, but who's for buttered crumpet?
Well, we know one thing about Juggernaut Jarvis now, don't we, sir?
What, Chief?
He's flipping well indestructible.
Yeah, I think you're right. Even leaving all the hatches open didn't work.
Well, in a manner of speaking, it did.
Yeah, we all fell down, but he didn't.
If only we could get a decent night's sleep, it might help.
I know what you mean, sir. After this 5 hours kip and night nonsense, some people think I'm actually over 25.
No comment?
Neither have I. Of course, the snag is that with Jarvis sleeping on board, we haven't got a chance of a lie-in.
No, sir, not the joke. Oh! Oh, silly Pertwee! Of course, that's it!
Oh, what is?
I was just thinking about Captain Jarvis sleeping on board, sir, in your cabin, sir.
What about it?
Well, sir, supposing he couldn't get out of it, sir. I mean, if the lock sort of stuck, he wouldn't be able to chase us out, would he, sir?
No. No, it's a happy thought, Chief, but it won't work. The lock is on the inside of the door.
That's a piece of cake, sir. It so happens we've an expert locksmith aboard, sir.
Oh, how jolly convenient. Now, who is it?
Able Seaman Johnson, sir.
Fatso? I didn't know he was a locksmith.
Neither does he yet, but he soon will be. Now, you leave it to me, sir. That lock is as good as at its chips. Right, Johnson, now then. This is Jarvis's cabin, all right? In you go.
I don't like it, Chief. I've got a feeling in me bones Johnson's going to cop a load of muck.
Of course you're not. All you've got to do is sneak into the cabin, take the floggle toggle out of the lock, and then sneak out again.
Yeah, that's all he says. Supposing Jarvis wakes up.
Then Mr. Phillips has promised to defend you as the prisoner's friend.
That'll mean I'll get 6 months instead of 3.
Ah, yes, easily. Now then, stop quaking in your oversized boots and get in there.
Cooey. It's the Sandman.
It's okay, Johnson. Juggernaut's in the land of Nod.
I wish I was.
Get in there and get on with it. Get the floggle toggle out of that flaming lock.
All right, but I don't like it. Oh, he's waking up. Off to sleep, me boys. Off you go. Rock-a-bye Jarvis in the big bunk. Pass me that hammer, I'll give him a clunk.
Johnson, stop messing about. Has it jammed the lock, all right?
Hang on, I'll just test it.
No, Johnson, don't shut the door.
It's okay. Yeah. It's all right, Chief. It's jammed all right. Yeah, you can't open it from... Help, I'm trapped! Help! Let me out. Belt up, you nit! Give over, you brute. Open up. Oh, Chief, get me out. Fetch an axe. Chief, where have you gone? Come back here. Oh.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
You blooming nutser. Let me out. I'm innocent.
Ah, able Seaman Johnson, eh? And what are you doing in my cabin?
Trying to get out.
I know that. Now then, what did you want to see me about?
Tell him you wanted leave.
Hey, oh yeah, that's a good one. I wanted leave, sir.
Wanted leave?
Yes, sir.
Wanted leave in the middle of the night? I'll give you wanted leave. You had leave 2 months ago. Why, I haven't had leave since 1957.
Hey, psst, Johnson, ask him if we could have that last bit again.
Who is that whispering outside?
Nobody, sir. And the chief says, what was that last bit about your leave?
I said I hadn't had any since 1957.
Oh, dear.
Look here, what is all this nonsense? I'll have you on extra duty tomorrow for this.
Hello, personnel section. Records here, and no, we haven't got one in the top 20.
How do you do? I just heard about a man you've overlooked. I thought you ought to know about it. This is a well-wisher speaking.
Go ahead, I'm listening, CPO Pertwee.
Well, I want...
Here, open it up. Here, how'd you know who it was then?
You've used that voice before trying to fiddle leave. You were your white-haired old mother who needed her boy by her side then.
Oh, yeah, well, this is different. It's about Captain Jarvis.
Oh, Captain Povey's replacement, yes.
Yeah, well, I happen to know that he hasn't had leave since 1957.
Oh, well, that's tricky. Povey hasn't had it since then either.
Well, he's had 10 days now.
Yes, I suppose he has. Well, we'll have to recall him then.
Lovely. Good lad. Here, while we're on the phone, you might have a look in my file. There was this small matter of a check on the East Tibetan and South Mongolian cooperative bank.
You know, sir, I just can't believe it. Jarvis is actually going on leave. Oh, happy day for Leslie.
Excuse me, sir.
And watch it. Watch it?
Yes, sir. Captain Povey and Captain Jarvis coming aboard now.
Lummy, so they are. What on earth is Jarvis wearing?
Well, I think that is civilian clothes. Very fashionable, sir. At one time.
It was before my time. I've seen faded sepia photographs of people in clothes like that.
Yes, so have I. Sitting on top of horse-drawn buses.
Driving them.
All right, flat up there. Stop talking. Ship's coming there. Ship's coming there.
Right. Right. Now, as you all know, I have been sent on leave. I don't know which one of you put the squeak in, but I've got a flaming good idea. Any proof? Quiet. Now then, there are one or two things I want to say.
Well, don't, Captain Jarvis.
What? What did you say, Povey?
I said don't. That'll do, Jarvis. I've taken over now.
But...
That'll do. Clear off on leave, man. And for heaven's sake, burn that ghastly suit.
Burn it?
It's a disgrace. You look like a horse bus driver. But go on, shove off.
Oh, very well. If you insist, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, Captain Povey, sir, may I say welcome aboard.
Thank you, number one. We've missed you, sir.
Well, you won't have much chance to miss me in the future, will you?
Won't we soon?
No. You see, I shall be sleeping aboard.
I?
We're in the muck again.
You are indeed. I've learnt a thing or two from Captain Jarvis. Now then, 0630 hours, PT on deck. 0830 breakfast. Full inspection of ship. 0835. 0900 5 0930 10 mark. Course. 1045.
That was Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips working their passage in The Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Stephen Murray was the number one, John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Mrs. Povey was Heather Chasen, Able Seaman Johnson was Ronnie Barker, the manager of the laundry was Michael Bates, and his clerk was played by Teniel Evans. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston.